So our tentative schedule is as follows. For the first week and a half, from about now until November 9th, we're going to focus on just analyzing the data set that we're given. Then from November 10th to November 18th, which is the following week and a half, we're going to primarily focus on coming to the conclusions on our analysis based on our research questions that we have listed above. We're going to try to finalize our conclusions and be able to answer those questions by the end of this week and a half. From November 19th to December 1st, we're going to focus on putting together the presentation, either PowerPoint document, whatever method, and just really organizing our information, how we want to present it. Then from December 2nd to December 6th, right before it is due, we're going to focus on just the final touches of the presentation, as well as recording the video, because with the amount of retakes that we end up taking, I'm sure that's going to take a minute to finish up. Our backup plan for our project is basically going to be to utilize the data that we have to the best of our ability and limit the scope. So definitely we'll be trying to draw at least some type of conclusion based on our findings and based on the data that we are situated with, and we will just adjust our additional research topics in order to explain the new conclusion. We can also search for a new data set in the event that that's the primary issue, if it's not like giving us what we need. But we're going to try to just maintain the data set we have and adjust our concluding questions in order to have a backup plan in the event.
So for our backup plan, what we plan on doing is if we can't finish our data analysis, we're just going to go with the analysis we already have and limit our scope. And then we're going to use that to form our findings and then to create the report. Then for the responsibilities, I'm going to be focusing on education and the habitat variables and then use that to form findings. Nikki's going to be focusing on age and gender variables. And of course, there's going to be some kind of cross involved. So if I want to look at males who have low education and who spend a lot of time on social media and how that affects their mental health, and Nikki could do women who have high education and who live in rural areas, how their mental health is affected by their social media usage. So it's going to be a bit of a mix of the variables that we analyze, but I'm mainly going to try and focus on education and habitat, and Nikki's going to be focusing mainly on age and gender. So thank you.